Hi, friends. Welcome back to Mae Stories. I'm so glad you're here. Today, I want to share a story about family, betrayal, patience, and discovering your own strength. Please stay with me until the end. It's worth it. At 72, people see you differently. Wrinkles, gray hair, slower steps. But they don't see the nights you cried quietly. They don't see the sacrifices you made. This story is about someone who faced that and then reclaimed her dignity. A few months ago, my son Jay called after 6 months of silence. "Mom," he said, "we're going to Miami. The kids should spend time with you. Come with us." My heart leapt. I packed my small suitcase, the same one I've carried through so many years. "Maybe this time," I whispered, "it will be different." After Jay's father passed suddenly when he was 12, I became both mom and dad. I worked nights, cleaned floors, missed birthdays, managed accounts, everything so Jay wouldn't feel less than anyone else. I built a life for him, and slowly, he built one without me. The drive was quiet. Jay drove. Brianna, my daughter-in-law, sat beside him, scrolling her phone, talking about restaurants, spa appointments, and friends. They spoke over me, around me, never to me. I tried joining, asked about the kids, suggested a beach walk. Her replies were cold, clipped. Jay didn't turn his head. I stared out the window. Don't complain. Don't ruin this. I told myself. Every mile stretched endlessly. The ocean promised paradise, but I felt I would never belong there. Finally, the resort came into view. White stone, glass balconies, palm trees swaying. The smell of salt and polished marble reminded me. I knew this place. 6 years ago, I had quietly bought this resort. Every detail, floors, lighting, colors, even the lobby scent was mine. My family had no idea. I wanted love, not entitlement. Inside the lobby, the receptionist smiled politely, then froze. She knew me. I shook my head slightly. Not yet. Jay gave the reservation. Brianna crossed her arms. When she learned the presidential suite wasn't available, her voice rose sharply. "This is unacceptable." I tried softly. "Brianna, maybe we can—" "Don't talk," she snapped. And then, the words that cut deeper than any knife, "Don't listen to the old woman. She's just the help. We bring her along to watch the kids." The lobby went silent. My hands grew cold. My chest tightened. Jay laughed like my humiliation was entertainment. I nodded to the receptionist, picked up my suitcase, walked away. That night, the ocean roared outside my window. Memories flooded back. Scrubbing motel floors at midnight. Sleeping in my office. Missing birthdays, managing payroll. I had built everything from nothing, and now I was treated as nothing. At 72, after decades of fighting alone, my own family saw me as invisible. The nights I stayed up crying so my son wouldn't hear, the early mornings, the sacrifices. Now betrayal had a name. The next morning Brianna handed me a long list: pool duty, snack schedules, sunscreen rules, not a request, orders. Jay stood silently behind her. At breakfast, my granddaughter whispered, "Mom says you used to clean houses." The damage was deeper. This wasn't just humiliation. It was erasure. She wanted me invisible, powerless, forgotten. I looked at Zuri and Deshan, my grandchildren, being told lies about me. It hurt more than words could describe. I walked through the resort quietly. Every fountain, garden, pathway reminders of decades of hard work. While they treated me as nothing, I had created something lasting. The pool glistened. Guests laughed around me. Children ran freely. I thought, I built this. They don't see me. They don't know me. But I know my worth. I watched Zuri and Deshan play and let a small smile escape. Even if the world ignores you, sometimes you must see yourself. By the third day, I overheard them speaking quietly behind closed doors. Brianna laughing about how confused I was, how she believes stories about success, how she won't be around forever anyway. I leaned against a wall. No tears, just planning. Decades of silence had made me strong. Now it became my weapon. I remembered every struggle, every late night, every tear shed alone. I realized I will not allow my legacy, my dignity, to be erased. That evening, while they enjoyed spa treatments, all paid by the resort I owned, I called an emergency executive meeting. Board members arrived within hours. I reviewed details, prepared my words carefully. Calm, clear, no shouting, every pause, every word, every look mattered. That night I invited Jay and Brianna to dinner. They walked in smiling, thinking it was just another evening. I spoke calmly, clearly. Jay, Brianna, there are some truths you need to understand. Brianna faltered. Jay couldn't meet my eyes. You lied. He whispered, no. I said softly, you never asked. I reminded them of my struggles, my sacrifices, and the resorts I built. Slowly they realized the weight of their words, their betrayal. Next morning they checked out. I stayed. Watching the sunrise over the ocean, I felt peace. I had reclaimed my dignity, my story. My power. My granddaughter hugged me. Grandma, I didn't know you were so strong. Neither did I, until they tried to erase me. Some stories are about pain. Some stories are about betrayal. Some are about reclaiming your dignity quietly, without anger, without shouting. This is my story, silent, strong, unbreakable. Thank you.